Live your passion.
You can be anything you want. You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be yourself. Live your passion. Live your passion.
Music producers help artists record their songs, bringing the artist's vision to fruition and guiding the sound along the way. They arrange compositions, run recording sessions, and suggest changes to instrumentation, effects, and lyrics. Meet evergreen local music producer Arthur Nanub, a force to be reckoned with in the competitive music production industry. This is his story.
My name is Arthur Nanub, real name Arthur Nanub, aka also known as Tamaradekting in the music environment, music area. So I do production. I'm a producer by profession, music production to be specific.
Growing up in Vanaheda's Tugela Street, Arthur Nanub wanted to follow in the footsteps of his football idol and erstwhile Black Africa stalwart Ringo Skrywer. However, football started playing second fiddle when Arthur, whilst at Cosmos High in Commersdal, joined the group Matongo Family, which, as from the early 2000s, wowed local audiences with their unique sound and energetic performances.
Matongo Family Projects, I think it was always a mission to bring people together, because we are such a mixed pot. Namibians are such a mixed pot, so we try to include everybody and a little bit of something for everybody.
I see.
When it came to production, when it came to like the work ethic, it was more happy mood, it was more like a party mood. We were fresh out of school, like that last matric year. I remember the first, like January 2000, I think we were on a train already on to Sokopmund with a gig. So it was more like party, happy energy, So what you were hearing in the projects, it was genuinely what was going on.
It was during his time with the dynamic trio that Arthur realized that in as much as he excelled in the dancing and performing part, that the music production component appealed to him more. Although his single mother was somewhat concerned about his career decision at first, she supported Arthur when he made the call to venture into a solo career and music production full-time.
What's this?
It changed for me, more laid back. Because, when you're an artist, your character gets amplified on the songs. If you're always an angry person, if you're a grumpy person, what you have it, you inject that energy in the music and people can feel it. My passion is more production. Even when I got in the industry the first time, I think I was more passionate about producing than performing and dancing and all that. So I enjoyed that part more because I had that freedom, guys trusted me in that field to come up with the music, come up with probably the songs, themes or ideas regarding that.
Professional music production is creative and technical. Arthur's keen ear, well-developed listening skills, and deep musical knowledge came in handy whenever a new production arises. Having completed a sound engineering course in Cape Town, South Africa, he knows his way around the mixing board and the recording studio.
It can start off anywhere from the beat, from the drums from the keyboards, or it can even start even from the vocals. So production-wise, I think there's no really straight way of saying, okay, this is how we do it. Most of the time I start off with drums, yes. But I think if inspiration hits you, even from a violin, just a violin, or somebody singing, or somebody doing something, that can be your start. The rest is just creativity and energies. For me, it comes in different ways. If I don't feel a specific sound that I'm doing, it can come from a specific door, like from Reason or Fruity Loops. If I don't feel like it, I think Zesh will tell you, I might replace it with a live musician, or if I don't like the keyboards, I might call Susie or whoever. Can you come replace for me this word, or But as far as me knowing the specific sound, that I cannot really put emphasis on that. It comes more for me naturally. It's more like a feel. But if I don't like certain sounds, there's always room for improvement. There's always room to change.
After we start with the beat and everything, we would go through the song structuring. So yeah, Damara would tell me what he wants, or he would maybe decide, okay, let's put a verse here, because like there is a basic way of structuring songs, like a traditional method of structuring songs. But now as music has changed, new genres are introduced, you find like a song will start with the chorus, some of them go straight into the verse. So the chorus is usually the part that gets everyone singing together that you can relate to. Damara has a way of telling stories, and then that's how he tells me like, hey, I think I want my verse this long, I want it this short.
Good producers have a good handle on recording technology. Effective project management and leadership skills, patience, attention to detail, and strong communication skills are other key prerequisites. Arthur ticks all the boxes.
When I started making music, we were always boxed. There was Kwaito influence, there was hip-hop influence, there was a lot of influences around us. So to stand out, we were forced to use that and give it to everybody out there. So for me, originality comes from you being yourself.
He's also like someone who's very hardworking. He knows what he wants, so he knows in terms of selection. It's so funny, like he works with so many people, but you would think he's the only person working. Yeah, so he has a way he wants to hear the chord. Sometimes like I'll be maybe playing something and he'll be like, like can we have the chord do this? Like, and he does it with his mouth. Sometimes he draws it, he's like, he shows you or he gives you an idea. So he's someone who's very innovative, someone who's very passionate about what he's doing. And I love the fact that he's always talking about the Namibian sound, taking it to the world, the Namibian sound. It's not the other way around, like, let's take a Mapiano and make it Damara Patch. It's always like, no, let's take this sound, maybe just bring a singer in, bring a rapper in. So he's always innovative, like, yeah, and that's something that you don't find in so many people, like in so many artists. Like it's an art that's slowly dying out. Everyone wants to be
Somebody.
Yeah, somebody, but not stick to their roots and become someone with that.
Producing music can be an exciting but exhausting experience. Arthur maintains a hectic schedule. He continues to perform as a solo artist, while on the production side, he often has to labor late evenings or weekends to meet deadlines. During downtimes, he tends to spend time researching new techniques and technologies.
I think if you finish getting the music right, or you can also probably start with the lyrics, next stop is basically obviously mixing, where you have to enhance or clarify all of the sounds, make sure if people play this on the radio or in the car, you get all of the sonics right, they hear everything that you're saying, they hear every little instrument. So obviously it's mixing part of the song or whatever it is that you're working on. And then it's mastering again. Mastering is enhancing the whole mix as a whole, to give it that standard quality where it sounds the same on all the stereos, and so that's the next step of it. So if it's a plan to do whole production, an album release, then you get into the now business side of things. You have to get your promoters right, you have to get your marketing right, you have to get your venues, you have to get your press. So press, music videos, duplications, copies, so I think if you have a good team, you can cover all these things at once. But I think if you're doing it alone, obviously you'll have a bit of struggles, So those were like, as times are changing also, like now these days, people don't also buy CDs anymore. So you gotta also stay relevant, see what's happening, what's not happening, who's buying into what, what genres are now kicking. Should we be part of that genre or not? Or how much of it should be engaged in, So that is the next process. So it's a good thing, it's rewarding if all that work is, put out there and people appreciate it, So, but it takes a lot.
Arthur is also the musical genius behind the catchy theme song for the Live Your Passion television series. As an artist, he appreciates the power of music as a vehicle for social change.
You concentrate on the message, because I think it's, at the end of the day, it's not just about the beats and making people dance, but I think it's more to like to have a social cause, because you just don't have people filling up the dance floor. You also have power to transfer messages, social messages, currently what's happening, are you a part of it? Are you not part of it? You just want to party and drink all day, so I think that's where the next responsibility comes in, or should come in. Yeah, because, artists work differently. People want different things when they record or when they start doing music,
Opportunities continue to open up in the competitive music production industry. The digital era has leveled the playing field, and many producers have managed to diversify their set of skills by collaborating with prestigious artists in bigger budget projects. Arthur is well aware of these opportunities, and he has big plans for his music and production label, Chester Records.
Chester Records is the production company. We haven't signed anybody yet. Ever since I launched my solo career, it was just Tamara Dekam albums that we launched. So I think in the near future, we're definitely gonna have a few acts, 1 or 2 acts, depending, because if we have to focus on a project, we don't also want to bombard it, we have to focus on one thing at a time. So I think you might have to look out for artists coming from the stable soon.
When not in studio or chasing business, Arthur spends time with his son, Likwa. Childhood friend Max Amesho is always close in proximity.
That's my dad there and my mentor there. What I mean by mentor, he's always there, like directing me, showing the future ahead, telling me what to do and what not to do. My father's a good person, cool though. He likes talking with me, like if this is a situation, I can always run back to him and go say like, this. Dad, can you please help me up? And he will never judge me though. He understands like a man.
I know him from a long time, and since we were young, we used to chill together, goes to shows together,
Yeah,
we were together.
even Matongo times.
Matongo times,
Yeah.
and so on. We thought it was just like a child playing, but it went so to this extent that, he keep on with it, play music, and the beat that he does is very, very nice. So, to me, is the way he keep it going and the caring and the like of the music. That's the thing that keeps him going.
Self-discipline and determination keep Arthur grounded. Not one to mix business with pleasure, he has long turned his back on the stereotypical party lifestyle associated with musicians.
You see, the environment is already toxic, so you need a lot of discipline. You go to clubs, you go to, a lot of places, weddings or wherever place can be. Even if you're not drinking, you're exposed to this environment. So people tend to think that, okay, I do music, I should always be drunk, I should always be high when I record or when I work. So I think it doesn't serve anybody right.
Arthur Nanub, an irrepressible and single-minded melomaniac. Staying true to his inborn creative talent, he understands the power of music not only as a potent medium, but as an outlet through which to allow his passion to lead his work in conceptualizing, creating, and refining music outputs. You too can excel as a music producer. If you are musically inclined, creative, and digitally savvy, you are a good candidate. This insert is brought to you by the Namibia Training Authority. Visit our website at www.nta.com.na to learn about other technical and vocational career options.